running around here extorting niggas. Reggie Wright said it. His own man. That's his go-to man. Straight up. That's his go-to man now. Running around here extorting niggas. His man said it. Using extortionist, nigga. That's who you are. And you just admitted to it. You hear me? Let's get that thing back up there, man. Hit that subscribe button.
They wasn't from over there. End of the day, man, you're not finna tell me who I can and can't. Is you stupid or something?
To be fair, I know some artists who tried to sign from over there that didn't work out either. So,
I mean,
they weren't feeling it.
But he don't know what to do. That he just don't. He don't. Bro, listen. Me, forgive me, S-Mac. Me, S-Mac was probably the two people responsible. Stutterbox too. Got to put Box in there because when niggas was leaving him outside and he couldn't get in, Box would come get him. Introduce, hey, this my man, whoop. So now the basketball stars, oh, okay, that's Box man. Because Box was the nigga. Don't let nobody fool you. When it came to the NBA players, Box was the nigga.
Okay.
He was the guy from LA, from the LA streets that was tapped into all of them. That's who they all went to. Can't nobody take that from him. When they was leaving Big U outside doing all-star weekends where he couldn't get in gangs, Box would come out there and get him and take him and introduce him to people. So now when they started the scene, they identified him with Box and they showed him love. Same thing S-Mac did on that side. Same thing I did on the music side. Same. Reggie Wright wasn't lying about some of them things. Yeah, niggas will run the good cop, bad cop plays. Right? It's on and then pull up to save the day. Now they calling you when it was all a play. That's a fact. Right? So what I'm saying is.
So now, Wack just admitted that Reggie Wright was telling the truth when he said this right here.
Extorted. Big U and Suge were out there in the mid 2000s. When I'm talking about 2005, 2006, 2008, they were making niggas pay. Wack100, all of them, those niggas was pulling up on everybody and making niggas pay. Might be a little later, might be 2006, 2007. But and they used to play good cop, bad cop. Suge would press one dude, Big U will go and be the savior. Big U will press one dude, Suge will go be the savior. Those niggas that's why those niggas are tight. They still partners, I believe.
That's Wack man, right? Ain't that Wack guy? Reggie Wright. That's Wack man. That's who he called every time he trying to find out information, right? That's who he go to, right? And the nigga just admitted that that's what they doing. Yeah, Wack is an extortionist, man. Yeah, he one of them type of individuals. They running around extorting people, lying, manipulating, because the niggas don't got no damn talent at all. Ain't got no talent. But he exposing himself every day. And we gonna keep going, making sure that everybody know what it is. And Wack ain't got no paperwork on DZ. You hear me? That's what we want to see. Where the work at? Where the paperwork at? Huh? I bet they don't pull nothing up. Because they ain't got none. They all foo-faffy and they lying. Running around extorting people.
When it comes to a lot of this, bro, everybody got their own agenda and their own program.
But look at how social media is up, because we don't know if everybody's going to be able to just get back on the same page. But I mean, what could have been a private conversation behind the scenes of Spody Face reaching out to all his homies or reaching out to Baby Drago himself and telling them how he felt about the situation, instead was him making an Instagram reel.
Clout.
And then
that's clout.
And then when 4 Extra meets up with Baby Draco, what do? Did they hop on FaceTime and talk to Spody Face, try to work everything out behind the scenes? No. They are making a YouTube video of them basically
Clout.
doing these peace talks. So
We don't even know if it's a play.
And
It
these are
could
not-
be a play.
these are not like social media forward people necessarily. These are like dudes who realistically ain't been on the internet that long. But a lot of this shit that probably would be better off taking place
what's
behind
about
the scenes.
to-
But there's no clout in that. There's no money
You
in
know
that.
what's about to happen?
Mm.
I see all through a lot of these plays.
Yeah,
Listen,
I did have somebody tell me they think this is all
check
fake.
this out. What they say they gonna do? Spody Face and 4X say they gonna do what?
Talk.
No, they gonna do a show, right? Podcast, right?
Oh, right.
Ain't that what they say, right?
Well, maybe it's
Spody
promo
Extra
for that.
show.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, DC Baby Draco gonna be on that show. Bro, I see a lot. Some of this shit be romper room plays to me because I really ain't supposed to be here.
If that is actually true, I'm very, very impressed because you got to remember too that this started with the Moneybag
They're
Rose
talking
thing.
about, ain't nobody been talking about, listen, when it come to over there, it's Spody Face, right? Nobody, I mean, it's 4X. Nobody talks about Spody Face. Now they're starting to talk about it. Why? Because of this, because of that. Now, what's gonna happen? That's his people. They in the same neighborhood. He cool with him. He ain't. I guarantee you when they start that podcast, DC Baby Draco is gonna be right there in the hot seat and they're gonna run their play.
That's an interesting theory. It's definitely possible.
Good gang member, bad gang member.
I mean, the thing is, though, is like, how much hype is that really going to create for it? You know?
Well, the only hype, what you mean? We know who
We are
4X's
talking about
are,
that.
right? Now, wasn't nobody talking about Spody Face.
The issue
They
with
talking about him now.
4X's podcast, the issue is going to be it remaining interesting in the long run. I'm not really worried about them like making a splash coming out the gate. Like, I'm sure it's going to make a splash either way. The question is just like, are people going to be able to tolerate 4X just saying the same 5 things over?
Well, here goes the thing. 4X's can't quarterback. He's a running back or he's a receiver. He cannot quarterback. He can't call the play. He can't run the field.
Wack always thinks that he knows what somebody else can do, right? He thinks that when he says what somebody else can't do, that it's a fact. You can't run your own show. Because if you could, you wouldn't be sitting here running this game with Adam. You can't start your own shit. Why isn't your podcast, YouTube channel doing this shit right here? Because you can't do it. But you can tell everybody else why they can't do it. You got the insight on why somebody else can't do anything on YouTube, why they can't show up here, why they can't perform. It's you that can't do the shit though. If we being real.
But if you give him the ball, give him the content to talk about, he gonna talk about it. You throw him the ball, he gonna do his thing with it. We can sit here and just run it up by ourselves or create it. We can talk to somebody and create what we're gonna talk about as we go on. That ain't him. I don't think Spody Face is that as well.
I don't think Spody Face is the topic guy who's going to think. He's not the Remo who's going to find 20 good topics to talk about today.
Why? You can't, bro. You can't. You can't, man. You keep trying to say what everybody else can't do. Why aren't you doing it? This person can't do it. They can't sit down like we can sit down. No, all you talk about is the lies of somebody telling. You can't go on there and pick different topics and talk about different things because your whole conversation is who telling, the paperwork. So when it comes to you talking about something else, you can't have that dialogue because it ain't telling.
If they added Baby Runner to it, Baby Runner could come up with the topics and lead with it, and then 4X's and Spody Face could chime in. Now that would work.
Possible.
That'll work.
I listened to the whole 4 Extra album last night.
Oh yeah, okay. How was it?
There's one song where
All right, so if Wack says, right, this person can do this, if he knows the details about which individuals can benefit this part of the podcast, that individual can benefit that part of the podcast, why isn't he taking certain people and putting them on his channel and let them run the channel? If you got so much of an eye for who's good at doing this and good at doing that, why aren't you grabbing players to put in position to do content? That's what a boss does. Straight up. If you that kind of boss, you should be grabbing players to put in position. But all Wack know is the extortion game and how to ride off niggas' coattail. I guess that's the game out that way. How to ride off other niggas' coattails. Niggas don't know how to start their own lane and do their own thing. They following, Suge and, Big U. That's the game. But you should be able to create players and put them in position. You let Adam, who ain't from Cali, come that where you claim you represent West Coast and set up shop and grab players and put them in position to do content. But you couldn't do it. And you claim to be the king of Clubhouse. So you couldn't take any of the individuals from Clubhouse and put them in position on your channel and start to get the channel buzzing? No, you don't have that capability. That takes a different type of mind frame. Straight up. And you don't got it. So you got to go to Adam's podcast and sit down and do his show. But you claim to know all this information and how this will work. But we don't see you organizing it. If somebody like, Wack, that everybody knows over there, if you had the game to organize the business, you would do it. But obviously you do not have the game to organize